I'm still a bit confused about certain things. Like, I'm kind of wondering how long it's supposed to take for me to feel normal again. Because I feel like when I speak, I sound normal. Like, you guys are probably hearing me talk and I sound okay, right? So that's a good sign, a really good sign. It means I'm not dealing with anything serious like nodules or some other pre-existing condition that might cause me trouble in the long run. So I'm almost wondering if there's some other underlying thing that is causing me pain, because I still feel pain and discomfort just generally in my daily life. Even if I'm not using my voice, I'll still feel pain in my throat. So I'm almost wondering if there's some other cause that I'm just not aware of, or if there's one that I am aware of that is causing pain and I'm just choosing to ignore it. Who knows? But, you know, it can't be all that bad, right? I mean, if I'm able to talk like this and feel generally okay, then it can't be that bad. I'm almost wondering if the pain in my throat has nothing to do with my vocal cords at all. Wonder if it's like some other thing, and once I clear that thing up, it'll be all over. It'll be all Gucci. Do I know similar cases to my condition? No, not really, actually. As a matter of fact, every time I look it up, I get cases of people that lost their voice and never got it back, or people who lost their voice and they got it to like an unrecoverable state. So I've kind of just stopped looking on the internet for conditions like mine. I just kind of stopped because I realized that whenever I do, I just get anxiety. So yeah, I stopped Googling my symptoms a long time ago. During that like 2-month period where I just kind of barely streamed at all, like I almost didn't stream. Like I think across like December, like I streamed a bunch in the beginning of December, and then like pretty much toward the end of December, and then like most of January I barely streamed. Like I like never streamed. You could probably count on one hand how many streams I had from the middle of December to all the way to January, all the way through January. So like that entire period I was just I did a lot of things I probably shouldn't have. Worried a lot, gave myself a lot of issues. It was just not cash money. So, you know. Honestly, after I finish up speech therapy and get my vocal cords back to normal, I'm probably going to have to go to regular therapy. You know those types of things. You ever look up your symptoms and then they told you that you died yesterday? It's that kind of stuff. So, you know, like I look up stuff and I'm just like, oh, hey, these symptoms exactly. And then I get a reply back where it's just like, oh yeah, dude, I went through exactly what you're going through. Honestly, I lost my voice and I never got it back. That was 5 years ago. Like, just like stuff like that. Like, really, bro? Like, thanks for giving me peace of mind. So just don't. Honestly, word to the wise. If you're having a very specific issue, never look up your symptoms. Just stop. Like, just give up. Just do not. Your best bet is just to go to your doctor. Go to your provider. Go to whoever, a specialist or whoever you need to go to. It's best to just go there. They're gonna give you a more unbiased and actual, logical, and probably the right conclusion. Like, just don't ever Google your symptoms. It's not a good idea. Although, to be honest with you, I didn't have a great experience at the doctor either. As a matter of fact, something crazy, and I didn't tell you guys this originally because I didn't want you to be super mad, because it kind of frustrated me a bit. I'm almost positive that the reason why my situation lasted as long as it did is because of the treatment that I received, or actually the treatment that I didn't receive at the beginning. Like the first time I went to the doctor, they saw that my throat was messed up, completely messed up, absolutely obliterated. Like my tonsils and stuff, my throat just looked red, inflamed, and awful. It just looked terrible. My doctor was like, "Oh yeah, that's strep," and I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it doesn't feel like strep." And then they tested me, and it wasn't strep. And I was like, am I gonna get like prescribed something else for the pain, or like, what do I do? Never said anything. Never said a word. I called back. I was like, hey, can I get some info? Because like they kind of just tested me and then didn't tell me anything else. I'm still in pain. And they were like, oh, you'll have to come in for another appointment. Mind you, I didn't have insurance at this time, so I had to pay another like obscene amount of money to go back in. I went back in, and then they gave me steroids and a, what is it? An antibiotic that did not work. They were like, come back in a week after you finish your course. Did not work. Not only did it not work, it made everything like my stuff got worse. I felt worse after the week. And then they were just like, okay, here, we'll give you a stronger steroid and a stronger antibiotic. And I was like, okay, great. And by the way, something I want you guys all to know. The person that told me to go to an ENT was someone in chat. The person that told me to go to an ENT, I didn't know what an ENT was. I didn't even know what an ENT was. I didn't even know. Like, I had no idea what an ENT was. You'd think like, oh yeah, no, my doctor referred me to an ENT. Nah. Someone in chat told me to go to an ENT. My doctor never recommended me one. The only reason I got a referral from my doctor to an ENT is because I asked for it. And then I managed to get an ENT, and my appointment wasn't until the middle of January. So like, if I think about it now, had my first doctor that I went to checked my throat and then was like, okay, it's not strep. It doesn't seem to be viral because you have no symptoms. And then they opted to refer me to an ENT right away. And then they prescribed me steroids and stuff, like the stronger stuff from the beginning. If they had done that from the beginning, I'm positive I'd be where I'm at now, either in the middle of January or at least by the beginning of February. But instead, we're here in March and I still haven't fully recovered. So honestly, life is crazy. American healthcare is a scam. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.